Since graduating in 2010, Ariel Burrington has been very busy pursuing and achieving a career in law enforcement. She earned a degree in criminal justice from Ferris State University with minors in forensic science and homeland security. She continued to increase her training all the time and will graduate next month with a master's degree in management. Ariel has held several diverse law enforcement positions over the years and currently provides protection for Governor Whitmer as a member of the Governor's Executive Protection Section of the Michigan State Police. She enjoys new challenges, spending time with her boyfriend and her 2 German Shepherd puppies, and weightlifting. So at this time, please welcome Miss Ariel Burrington.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Principal McVoy, all of the Oakridge High School faculty, the grandparents, parents, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, and most importantly, to the Oakridge High School class of 2019. Congratulations, you made it. It is indeed an honor for me to be here today, and I am truly grateful for this opportunity. So let's get started. Good old Wolf Lake, right? I'm a proud Wolf Laker myself. I grew up here, went to Oakridge High School, and graduated with the class of 2010. Seems like just yesterday I was getting 2 for $1 sloppy joes for lunch at E&A, where I ironically got a speeding ticket driving down Wolf Lake Road. I bet Mr. Wood still talks about the Buddha coming down from the mountain, and I'm pretty sure my right bicep is bigger than my left from scooping ice cream at Joni's Cones for 6 summers straight. But I want to start out by thanking the Oakridge High School staff, especially those in the audience that I had as a teacher. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would also like to thank my family. Even though we've had our moments, like all families do, it was that you shaped me into the strong woman that I am today. I was a troubled teenager growing up. Many of you can probably relate to that. But I was a good student in school. I had perfect attendance since the 4th grade, and I graduated 9th in my class. I was hopeful for the future, but college unfortunately exposed me to tougher obstacles. Without going into detail about my life and what I've been through, just know that the woman you see standing before you today has been through some troubling times. Moments where I never thought I would ever get my head back above water. Rock bottom was a solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. But just because you hit rock bottom doesn't mean you have to stay there. It might come as a surprise to you that I did not even get into Ferris's Police Academy my senior year of college. After a series of unfortunate events, I was told no for the first time in my life. I had the mentality that I could get through and do just about anything. And there I was, where someone who knew nothing about me did not believe in me. I felt like a failure, and my dreams were crushed. But I didn't let that stop me. I finished my criminal justice degree, and I applied for the Michigan State Police. In that moment, someone finally gave me a chance. Now I stand before you today, proud, in a state police trooper's uniform with a bachelor's degree and 2 minors, almost graduating with my master's degree, and have completed one of the hardest police academies in the United States. Now I'm working on the state police's executive protection section, guarding the governor of the state of Michigan. If there is one piece of advice I can give you, it is never to take no for an answer. I am living proof that no matter what your circumstances are, no matter how hard life gets, and no matter who tells you that you can't do something, believe in yourself. In recruit school, there was one phrase we would yell at 5:15 every morning before entering the gym to start our grueling morning workout. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you're right. The only thing that truly matters in life is that you are the one who believes in you. What you feed your mind is what will fuel your actions. It wasn't until I was accepted into the Michigan State Police Academy where I realized I could actually become something. I remember sitting in front of the captain of the training academy during my oral board interview, looking at a giant stack of papers that withheld my background information, and and being told, well, Miss Burrington, you have a very interesting background. One thing I did know was that although my background was indeed interesting, I was not defined by it. Know this, you will make mistakes and possibly some bad choices. I know I did. But you are not defined by these mistakes. You are not defined by your bad days, and you are not defined by your scars. You have the opportunity to wake up every morning and make that choice. You can take the hand of which you are dealt and choose to rise above the situation. The choice starts with you. Everything in life that drowned me was what taught me how to swim. The greater the storm, the brighter the rainbow. If there is no rain, there will be no flowers. We are all made of those who have built and broken us, and I have never met a strong person with an easy past. Life will punch you in the face. In this case, for me, this expression is both literally and figuratively, but that's another story for a rainy day. But what did I learn? No matter how many times life has knocked me down, nothing has ever killed my spirit. You cannot kill the spirit of the lion-hearted. You get knocked down 7 times, you stand up 8. Everybody wants to be a lion until it's time to do what lions do. We are all warriors, fighting our own battles. But if you want to be a lion, you must train with the lions. Do not sit around and doubt yourself while there are others out there intimidated by your potential. Be a lion. Your mindset is everything. Embrace the uncertainty and be confident in what it is that you bring to the table. Life is all about perspective. The same boiling water that softens the potato also hardens the egg. It is all about what you make of your circumstances and not what your circumstances will make of you. If you're feeling frightened about what comes next, don't be. It is when we are the least comfortable when growth happens. Life will always have a way of testing you. This will transpire either by having nothing happen at all or by having everything happen at once. How someone reacts in those situations will tell you a lot about that person. Do not run from anything that bears a burden on your life. You must learn to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's when transformation happens. Never take the easy way out. Cutting corners will get you nowhere in life. And trust me when I say this, your future self will thank you. Embrace failure because it will happen. Do not look at failure as a sign of weakness. Accept it, use it, and embrace it. Failure is inevitable. I have failed many times in my life, but I am successful because I never gave up. If you don't fail at something, then you didn't even try. In the words of Albert Einstein, the definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over, but expecting a different result. Nothing changes if nothing changes. To get something you never had, you must do something you have never done. Mr. Wood used to tell me that I have fire in my belly. If that isn't the most accurate way to explain me, then I don't know what is. That fire is the desire to be better. I believe everyone carries that fire in their soul. That is your destiny calling out, so don't forget that this is your year. This is your year to go big and stop thinking small. This is your year for new beginnings. This is your year to accomplish your dreams. Did anyone in here write a 5-year letter to themselves in Mr. Wood's class? If you haven't done so, I highly recommend it. Prior to writing this speech, I pulled mine out just to see what 18-year-old me had to say. I quickly realized that my attitude has not changed, even though my circumstances have. I told myself that by now I hoped I was living in a home with tall ceilings, an open floor plan, and a bar downstairs where I could hang my father's old beer signs. A month before reading that letter, I kid you not, I moved into a new home that was exactly what I had dreamt. Not only that, but 2 days prior to reading that letter, I hung all of my dad's beer signs in my bar in my basement. Reading through that letter reminded me that I am right where I need to be in life, and I am truly living out my dreams. Every traumatic experience, struggle, broken road, and failure has led me right where I need to be. Do not let the habits of your past keep you from metamorphosing into the higher and better expression of yourself. This is what separates the common from the uncommon. It is the desire to evolve. It is the passion to get off the ground and stop eating dirt. You cannot step into the future if you are still living in your past. When things go wrong, don't go with them. In my life, there were a lot of closed doors, but I believe that sometimes in life, God wants your story to be such a miracle that He shuts down every road, every path, and every route just so you can prove to yourself that you possess the qualities and that you won't give up on yourself and that you have what it takes to be great. Bottom line, you have to be hungry. People that are hungry are willing to put themselves out there. Do things today that other people won't do in order to have the things tomorrow that other people won't have. People that are hungry are never satisfied. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry are no matter what kind of people. Don't allow your circumstances to determine who you are. Make it happen, no matter what. There is greatness in each and every one of you. Embrace that greatness and invest in yourself. So here are my final thoughts to you, to the class of 2019. Show up and be bold. Show up and be brave. Show up and be daring. Show up as your best self every day. Just make sure you show up. Take risks and lead by example. Believe in your own power and exceed your own expectations. Offer what you can do and make a difference. Embrace your inner lion. Always be hungry. Show up for yourself. Just don't forget to hang your dad's beer signs. Thank you.